Right, folks, I'm going to keep this short and sweet for the sake of humanity and for the sake of the rest of the weekend, alright? Because I tell you what, Rangers nil. I'll say Rangers 2, Hibs nil. I wish. Rangers nil, Hibs 2. What is there to even say, folks? Like, seriously, what is there to say about that performance? 4 at the back, 4 free. Igamani played out of position to facilitate an absolute donkey. Jack Butland playing when he shouldn't be playing. Captain disappointed, Captain Tav, call him whatever you want. Should have left Rangers years ago, right? Who else? Sterling, we got a left back playing at centre back because the guy we bought for a couple of million in the summer's utter wank, and the other guy, Balogun, could only give us 45 minutes each month. And then the guy we signed on loan in January, it's just rank rotten. So it really begs the question, what the fuck is going on at Rangers Football Club? And also a left back that's pish. Nico Raskin, who for the last 2 games has been ranked rotten, and as I said, guy doesn't do it consistently enough, alright? Guy does not do it consistently enough. He's absolutely... see, when Raskin's bad, he's bad, man. Diamonde was pish. Barron was a passenger yet again. Up front, Tierney, non-existent. Igamani, non-existent. And Dessers does what Dessers does, and that's miss about 100 chances. So, I think that's pretty much the 11 sort. I could go through the subs. I mean, Barami hit the bar, and despite how bad we were, it's probably one of Barami's best performances this season. Kind of sums up how shite he's been. And we saw Finlay Curtis and all come on. So overall, folks, this Rangers team is just what's the word? Oh, I don't know. Absolute shite. Just like, I mean, I went through the 11 there, and it's like it's just a mess, isn't it? I mean, we're playing Sterling at centre back because our other centre backs aren't good enough or aren't trusted, or a bit of both. You know what I mean? It's like Balogun, he's no trusted to see through the minutes, and we know that we need to. We know that we need to start him on what day is that? Thursday. So he needs to start on Thursday, and it's like, what is even going on? It's just honestly because obviously because suspend it by Diamonde. So absolute just ludicrous, man. Absolute ludicrous state of affairs that's going on. And yeah, I mean, I could have talked about it earlier for longer, but I did a full watch along. And I'm actually glad my Rangers TV went down and I missed a decent portion of that first half, because what's the need of watching the rest? I've pressed the traffic lights here, waiting for the big man to go green. He's green, I'm away. But yeah, and I know something else that's green. Glasgow, and when's it going to change? I don't know. I'll tell you honestly, I don't know when it's going to change, because it's just run by fuds. Whole identity of the club's changing. Some would argue it's already changed. The new owners are taking over. Patrick Stewart couldn't run a bath, let alone a football club. Our players are ranked rotten. Got the fucking heart of mice. There's not many plus points for Rangers. But guess what, guys? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Thursday's coming up. Thursday against Athletic Bilbao is coming up. And maybe then we can step up to task and get the job done. Because they wouldn't dare make it 6 defeats in a row at Ibrox, would they? Well, they probably would. It should never be at 6. I mean, obviously it's at 5 right now. And here, wouldn't be surprised, man, if this team rocked up and won on Thursday. I wouldn't be. But that's to worry about on Thursday night. And yeah, let's talk about this game of football then. Guy just ranted and raved. The wind's picking up. Quite frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Raskin has a shot. Saved, and you're like, oh, decent start. 92nd champions. Championes and all that stuff. No. Dylan Levitt scores. Butland's awful. Drop him. Drop kick him, then drop him. Dessers misses about 20 chances. You know, the same old. And then Tav had a free kick. It went over as well. Second half, Tav handball. No penalty to Hibs. They make it 2-0 with Boyle. It was clearly onside. No idea why it took it so long. Under Butland, straight at Butland. Should have saved it, didn't. Should have been defended better as well. Just rank rotten, man. Honestly. Fucking 5 games in a row we've lost at Ibrox, right? And what's the aggregate? It's like 9-1. 9-1. 9-1. 1-0 against Queen's Park, 2-0 against St Mirren, 2-1 against Motherwell, 2-0 against Fenerbahce, and, you know, this today, 2-0 against Hibs. It was just so easy for Hibs. You know, I'd be like, and you know where like last season, Hearts beat Celtic 2-0 at Parkhead, and that's an anomaly, man. That doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Look at us, fucking 5 games in a row. And yeah, Fenerbahce are good, right? And losing 2-0 against them isn't the end of the world, because we ended up going through anyway. But at the end of the day, see the statistic? When we I think we will lose on Thursday. It's going to be 6 in a row. And there better be no one out there. It's like, no need to fear though, guys. Because 2 of the 6 games were against Fenerbahce and Atletico Bilbao. No one's going to be thinking like that. Anyway, that's it for the match review. Didn't really talk about it, but it was brutal, man. I've got nothing to say. It's the same old. Played pish, defensively frail. Butland costs a few goals. Dessers balloons a few chances. Subs were pish. Everything was pish. And the team against us just did the basics and beat us. Go back and watch every other review this season of games we lost, which is a lot, by the way, and I'll be saying the exact same stuff. Just numb watching Rangers, and sick of it, man. Just rank rotten. The rankiest of rotten, man. Brutal.